Poseidon. What you'll hear on the Toad Wars.
In the battle of the universe, you don't know what's next. You only know amphibians are made it complex. When you check out your scanner and the evil that it poses, there's only one course of action. Let's cook us some toads. Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. He goes where no ordinary rabbit would dare. If your righteous indignation has suffered a hit and your photon accelerator is broken a bit.
Welcome back to the Epic channel, everybody. Before we get into it, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And we are celebrating episode 40. That's pretty cool. Epic Toy Show. We're going to talk Epic Toy Show stuff, but Polar Bears Pop Culture TV is at episode 40. It was a quick 40, so go back, see some old episodes if you want, get caught up. And with that being said, we're going to get into episode 40. Jason, how was the weekend for you?
Weekend was good. Of course, we had the Epic Toy Show, so we'll do a little recap on that. Again, I always like to thank everyone that came out, everyone that helped put the show together and volunteered. You guys don't get enough appreciation, I guess, and love.
Oh, yeah.
Not that that's what you're doing it for, but I'd like to thank everyone because we can't do it by ourselves, so everyone that chips in to make it happen for sure. I thought it was a good turnout.
Yeah.
We always want more, but for what we got, I think the vendors were pretty happy with it. I haven't got much feedback from them, but we got a lot of people already wanting to get in again, so that lets me know, they did pretty decent. So.
Yeah, I would agree. Me being on the floor, sometimes there's some spots where you can catch there's not very much action going on, not a whole lot of shoppers and stuff, so it can stretch a little. That goes with anything, you get
the waves.
Waves. But this last one, from beginning to end, it literally was like 8 o'clock, and then it was like 2 o'clock, and it was very, very fast. Everyone was walking around with bags. A lot of good deals were being found. I talked to a lot of people, and they were telling me what they were picking up and for how much. And, for one, we have a lot of great vendors that have a nice plethora of different types of items.
Yeah.
And the pricing is just good. You're always going to have your top shelf people that want top dollar.
Yep.
And then there's people that are just, a little bit more comfortable getting rid of it at a I wouldn't even say a cheaper price. I would just say a better price.
Discount prices.
I've got $1.99.
I've got $7.99. I've got $16.99. Cheap prices. $14.
It's not about cheap and expensive. I think that there's a lot of differences within the market. And some people pay full price and they just want to get their money back. Other people might have found it at a yard sale and paid $1, and they're just making a little on top.
Yeah, a lot of these vendors are vendors that do it on the side. It's not their main thing. So they have collections. Maybe they just need to get rid of stuff. Definitely, though, me being up front, because you're usually there, I'm front.
Yeah.
Seeing people leave with bags, go out, come back in, go out again with bags.
A lot.
So, there's a few people that didn't find anything, but there are people that already have everything, so they're looking for specific things, and that was very few, but they already know. Even I'm like, oh yeah, you already have everything, and they'll laugh, be like, yeah, pretty much. So
they're looking for that needle in the haystack type thing, which you'll
get to that point. Some people get to that point, but for the most part, people were happy getting good deals, like you said. I think the vendors were happy. It was pretty steady. It died out a little bit earlier than usual, me being up front, but people did hang around a little more.
They did.
So that's what made it seem like it was
a little bit more finished
up front,
to the end.
It died out like 1:15ish. Then there was no more waves. It was coming in waves, and then it kind of people were still coming in, but they were staying inside because every time I went in there, it was pretty packed, and I took some photos, when it was packed and put them on the IG.
Yeah, some of the notable things I saw and some pickups and stuff that I saw. I like Transformers. Shout out to Damien. His music Instagram is Warped Sound. I just realized he has a toy one now, but I couldn't tell you what it is right now. But check out Warped Sound. Yeah. He probably has a link or something to the other one. But he picked up a bootleg Dinobot for $5 out there, and it was nothing like you would think. What I'm saying, it's it looked like a real Triceratops, fully colored. Eyes painted in and everything, but it did transform.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was saying it was like a bootleg, but it was a really good, cool
vintage bootleg?
looking. That I don't know.
Okay.
I talked to the Transformers connoisseur,
Yeah.
Fox, and Fox
know
was
those.
like, "Oh, this is cool." He knew exactly what it was, and of course he was like, "How much?"
Yeah.
He wanted it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted it. So
Yeah. I didn't pick anything up. My thing this time wasn't really for me to buy. I did look around. There was some good stuff. There was a couple things that I was tempted to buy, but it was for my own personal, and I really wasn't trying to do personal this time. I was trying to stack some money up since the summer, since we've been in that slow period, so I couldn't justify pulling the trigger. But there was a couple of things I wanted to get.
technically, you did buy.
What did I buy?
You bought the He-Man figures from Sal because he ended up.
That was after the.
But he
fact,
offered
though.
them there, and he was like,
Yeah, I
I'll
didn't
bring
buy
them in.
there though. I bought them
Yeah.
here, so it doesn't count.
Okay, all right.
And I didn't buy all of them.
Yeah.
And we did some trade, and I only bought one thing off them, but that was. I did get. Okay, I take that back. I did get one thing. Michael brought it for me. Mike always hooks me up. Like, he knows, like, small soldiers that were looking for that stuff. He had one in a package. He gave it to me.
Oh, cool.
Not gave it to me. I bought it. I need to pay him still, actually. I just thought of it right now. I was supposed to sell him. But he knows. He knows I'm good for it. I did buy that there, but he brought it pre. So it wasn't something where I looked and I found it. He told me he was going to take it to the show. So I didn't buy anything. There was a couple things I wanted. There was that commando that the guy had.
I didn't see it.
Well, he was in the same row as us. He was on the end. He was a guy from New York.
Yeah. Do you have it?
Crypt Collectibles, I think. I didn't get it. I didn't buy
Oh,
it.
you didn't get it. Oh,
No, it was
okay.
$100. He had all his gear and I just. It was early on, and I know it's kind of dumb because other vendors do it. Me, since we're running the show, I don't like to go around and try to buy stuff up early. I even told him, I was like, it's cool, but I said, let someone else get a chance because these people are paying to get in. So it might be corny, but that's just how I am about it. Like, I don't want to go around buying up the good stuff and then people come in, expect that. Maybe he posted that and somebody knew he had it and they're like, oh, I'm going to get in and get that. So
Give early bird a chance.
I did.
Yeah.
And of course it went. Early
Sold.
bird, it did go.
Yeah.
Which was fine. I was like, I'm like, cool. I'm glad somebody got it. And then he had the 3 Universal Monsters from the 80s, the Remco in the package.
Oh,
the
those are
dark
cool.
joints.
Yeah,
so
those
I
are
asked him how much. The price he had them for was reasonable, but I couldn't justify it for myself. It was going to be for me.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I can't do it yet. Maybe in the future when I'm balling like that. But because I never see them, and that'd be something I'd like to have in my collection. But I didn't pull the trigger on it. So.
If you would have hit that Powerball this weekend, you could have got us all some Remco
Oh, I
glow
would
in
have
the
just
dark
backed
joints.
up some trucks and we've been loading up some stuff. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: was the Commando that about 14-inch
Yeah, like
joint
the 12 I think
blow
it's 12
mold?
inches.
He's like blow mold, and he has like the cloth.
Yeah, this dude, he had the
I
vest
had
and
that.
everything. Yeah.
I've had that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It was $100. I didn't look it up to see, but I was like, for $100, I never see it, so I would have got it. But again, I don't like doing that because even the guys next to us, they always have good stuff, but I don't like ransacking them before.
Yeah.
Even though I know some vendors do it, and then you see the vendors that buy
Early.
and then they go put it on their table, and it's like, man, that's kind of messed up.
Which
But
is
whatever.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
to each their own.
Yeah, to each their own. If the vendor wants to sell it to them,
open game.
what are you gonna do? But again, I look at it as people are paying to get in.
Yeah.
Like, I want to have some cool stuff there for them, and there was a lot of cool stuff for people. So
I purchased a couple things. Shout out to Rad Nick and Melissa. I bought a Ninja Turtle off of him. It was
nice.
yeah. I bought Wingnut.
Okay.
Yeah, Wingnut off of them, and I ended up buying. Well, Tian probably bought more than me. She bought a little Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, we'll just post her stuff. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
she bought a bunch of stuff.
I saw her hauls.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, Tiana was buying, huh?
Yeah, she was up there buying. I bought something else though.
Did you?
It was small. It was like very small. I almost bought a Shin Godzilla off of Sleeps, like right across the way. But jukebox Deep Pockets beat me out to it.
Was it SH?
No, it was the NECA, the Ultimates version
Ultimate
one.
Version? Nice.
Yeah, but if it would have been the NECA in the clamshell packaging where his back is like purple,
Yeah.
I would have got that. But this was not the final
You had
form.
the white one? Was it like a whitish?
No, the red one.
Oh, red one. Okay.
So the red one was where he was still all bloody and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The final form one was, I think, the one that his back is like purple and white.
Yeah.
And he has the laser, so like he's got the laser beam.
Okay,
So
cool.
Yeah, so shout out to everyone that came out.
Yeah,
So a
definitely,
lot of
yeah.
good stuff going on in there, for sure.
At DJ 700 Tapes, I always got to thank him because he makes it more like keeps the energy up, is what I say. I guess.
That dude's wild.
Yeah, he does. He always has his wedding game on, his wedding singer on.
Let me mention this real.
Yeah,
let me just put this into
Yeah.
perspective for the viewers. DJ 700 Tapes came to get down to business. He had this cowboy hat on that I don't know how he formed this cowboy hat, but it's fully rolled up on the sides, but it's drooping down in the front, like a bill to a baseball cap. That's the only way I could describe it. Fully folded down to the front and then just rolled up on the sides. And he was playing a mixture of everything. And really cool. I saw people singing. I saw people like moving, tapping their feet to it. He definitely brought the energy. So shout out to him. And then he worked a double that night. So he went and did security for the Slickback Saturdays and had to chase somebody off the property. So shout out to 700 Tapes.
Yeah, at 700, of course, always coming through. Selena always helping me out up front. That's a big help. Daniel was a big help. He always is with the table situation, checking people in. And that dude just likes to talk to everybody so he can entertain them while I'm taking care of business. But, yeah, always cool. Thanks again for everybody that came out. Hopefully we'll get you all out again. December 6th is the next one, and we will put that one up on the screen this time, December 6th. So make sure you're getting in on that. That's pretty much it for the Epic. Thank you, guys. We have 4 a year. So moving on, you want to do some show and tell? I don't have any show and tell from the show.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right, time for some show and tell. Here goes a piece that came from the Epic Toy Show. Was brought in Sunday, the day after, by one of our good friends from the Smash Brothers, Sal. This is Binotops.
Pero aparece Dinosaurus y se cruza en su camino. Esto no ha hecho más que empezar. Ahora tú juegas. Tirantisaurus, Dinosaurus y Laser Blaster. El poder del universo de Mattel.
And he, most people, if you know Masters of the Universe, you're a big collector and stuff like that, you'll know exactly what this is. But for the people that, you know, we're just talking to on a regular, that don't really know much vintage 80s toys, this is a good piece. This is a harder to find piece. It was towards the end of the line, end of the Masters of the Universe run. Eternia or pre-Eternia?
I can't remember the box. I've never had them in the box, but it was toward the end of the line for sure, like 87. So they're kind of pretty rare because there were short runs on them. I know you had one. You bought one off me back in the
complete.
day.
Yep, that was a complete one.
I had all 3 dinos at one point.
Yeah, and here's the weapons for him. It's just missing a little bar that goes across, so we'll complete him, and he will be set up here at the shop. But he's a cool mold, man. This is just a really good sculpting that they did back. I even like it for back then, man. It's pretty.
The articulation's pretty basic.
detailed.
I mean, they put all the action in the head. But if anyone has that middle piece, definitely hit us up.
Reach out to us. Hit us up in the comments below if you happen to have the bar that goes across his what would you call those? Like his spikes?
His horns.
Horns? Okay.
His horns.
Yeah, that was vintage Masters of the Universe pickup from Epic Toy Show afterwards.
So officially not, so I didn't technically pick it up.
Sunday pickup at the shop.
Yeah.
What else you got?
So this one's pretty cool. We're going to talk about a 90s toy line, Bucky O'Hare. You want to put that out there for me? Bucky O'Hare. 1990, so I thought it was 92 originally. I didn't really look. This one we got from the guy that we were buying the stuff off of that used to work for Hasbro. So this guy's pretty basic. We don't have a Bucky O'Hare to show off, but he's part of Series 1. So he's kind of the basic guys. You know, they go 20, 25 bucks, 30 if they're decent. They did a Series 1. Originally it was, I don't know if the comic book came out. I think the comic book came out first, and then they had the video game. A lot of people, when you mention this, they know the video game. So I guess apparently it's fun. I don't know. I've never really played the video game, but most people know it from that. It was a TV show or cartoon for it lasted 12 episodes or something, one season. So they had a second series produced for it or planned for it. They actually took pictures and showed people, what Series 2 was going to be. But with the cartoon not doing good and the toy line probably wasn't doing well since the cartoon wasn't, they never came out with the Series 2. But they did produce figures for it, and we were able to get our hands on some. I'll put the pictures up of the ones that we no longer have because we did sell them. And it was Airwalk, Bucky, Jenny, who they never made at all. So Jenny, everyone was looking forward to that. Yeah, 'cause she was one of the main characters. There was a B guy, I can't remember what his name was. We didn't have him. And then there was a fourth character. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about Blinky. Blinky they did do in Series 1. But they also were going to put him out again in Series 2. So it's the same figure, except they went and put vac metal. They vac metaled his head and chest.
So this is one of the unreleased ones right here?
It's unreleased Series 2. He's less desirable because they already kind of came out with one. But the Airwalk Bucky was kind of the one that went for the most when we sold him, which I was surprised because I figured they already had a Bucky figure out. Most people were going to look for Jenny.
Yeah.
But he sold for the most, the Airwalk Bucky. So, he's more popular, I guess. So.
Did he kind of have like robotic or like space kind of like
gear?
Yeah,
space. Yeah, like space helmet.
Yeah.
Almost like the original one, but he had a little more like, because it was called Spacewalk Bucky. So, yeah, these ones never came out. Again, this is the vac metal one. I have a couple more of these left. I don't have any of the other ones left, but we will put pictures up of the ones that we got before because they are pretty cool. I still have the pictures. They're pretty rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, so unreleased is kind of crazy. We don't know like how far they got in the production process, how many of these are out there. My guess is not many because they didn't put them out. So we were able to get our hands on some from somebody we know that used to work for Hasbro, and he happened to have them. So this one, like it says, least desirable, but it still goes for good money.
He was really into vac metal. I can say that.
Yeah,
that was his thing.
I think that was a new thing around that time was vac metal because they were doing figures like that. And then remember comic books started doing the chromium. So I think that was kind of like some new technology.
Some 90s stuff, yeah.
Yeah, this Bucky's pretty much, or Blinky is pretty much the same, just he has the vac metal head and chest, but still not released. So
yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's show and tell. James going to bring in a vac metal piece next week. We won't tell you what. You got to tune in for that.
That one's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. And it has a good story to it, too. Those ones you're not going to get
never
anywhere. Never, ever.
Unless you were there in the Hasbro, in their department, and you were there around a holiday. I'll just say that.
Yeah, James is people that knows people, so he
got one or two.
One or two.
All right, that's show and tell.
All right, so next up we have upcoming events. So we're through with the Epic for this month. We'll be done with the 90s. What's it called? Throwback 90s?
They were calling it 90s. Was it retro?
I don't know. It's going to be over by the time anyway, so don't worry. Don't worry about it. 90s, and then we have we're going to have the Day the Red Stood Still coming up on September 27th, as well as Attack the Show in Tucson, Rewind 90s night.
There you go.
There you go. That'll be done, though, by the time this video's out. But, yeah, we'll have Attack the Show in Tucson. I'll be driving to Tucson. James and Tian will be at the Day the Red Stood Still, eating all kinds of food and drinking all kinds of good
lemonades.
Drinks. Yeah, lemonades and fried breads and
all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. I'll stop by after when I get back from Tucson, but we'll be closed on the 27th, so just remember that, September. That's what we have going on for September. I know October we'll have another list of things I'm sure going on.
I think it's going to be busy.
It always is. There's always October's the time where everybody does markets and stuff, so there will be a lot. I know we're going to be doing a monster market. I just won't put the date. We'll announce that next episode. Yeah, but those are the next two we have coming up, big events. Anything else? Like we didn't miss anything for September, right?
No, I think that's it. The Rewind, we spoke about it last week, but looking forward to it. It's put on by Scottsdale, the city of Scottsdale. So if that turns out to be something big, I heard there's going to be a 90s arcade out there.
Yeah, it is. That's what they're saying on there. It's like a not live arcade, but yeah, definitely a retro arcade, music, and I'm sure other activities because they're not just going to have a few things going on. So.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be something to look forward to. Hopefully it picks up, like meaning like they do it, like this is like just a start.
Cocktail garden.
Is there really?
Yeah. So
wow.
So you get smashed and enjoy
high
some
noons.
90s stuff.
High noons, here we come. No, I'm just kidding.
So that's what's coming up, though. Next week we'll tell you other events that are coming up after September. So that's what we got coming up. So make sure you're checking those out. Support local. And if you want to vend at those, definitely reach out to them in the future. There are some good events coming up. So
He was created out of violence and horror. He exists only to destroy the evil around him. He can't be reasoned with or bargained with. He can't be stopped. So if you've been bad, look out. He's your worst nightmare come true, the Toxic Avenger. If you've been bad, he'll get you good. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without...
Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
all right, it's time for some movie review / our thoughts on a movie, I guess.
Yeah.
But first,
I just saw these when we were filming the earlier stuff. Jason had him up there on one of the shelves. I guess it's probably a tie-in for Horror Nights, I want to say.
I guess maybe, I don't know.
Chucky Levofanta, Chucky's Punch. I'm going to try it, let you guys know how it is, and then if I like it, you guys can come check it out.
It's his punch. Delicious.
It's pretty good. It kind of just
Is it
tastes
Hawaiian punch?
it tastes like Hawaiian Punch with carbonated, yeah.
Carbonated Hawaiian punch?
It's not bad.
All right. I can smell it. It smells like punch.
All those
Put a little bit of liquor in there.
Red 40 and whatever might be in there.
Yeah, I won't be drinking those. Yeah. I mean, I just don't drink soda much anymore.
I usually don't, but that's pretty good. So if you want to come into the shop and pick one of these up, because you also have Fight Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's orange.
This is regular Fanta
Yeah,
though, but
yeah.
it has a little bear on the side. So if you like to collect that kind of, I know some people that collect cans whenever they put like movie stuff on them.
Yeah.
Like right now, I don't know if you've seen the Coke Zero. They're doing Star Wars.
Mm-mm.
They have like Anakin. I guess the really rare one is Darth Maul, and I've seen that sold online for like $20-$25. So.
Is that because they're showing stuff, like they're showing them again or something? Or
I have no idea.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, these ones, they only have 3 that I saw so far. It was that, and then Black Phone was just strawberry.
I like Strawberry Fanta. That one's really
Yeah,
good.
but I was like, it was between that and I was like, I didn't want to get too the
This
same.
almost tastes like strawberry, actually, now that
Yeah.
you mentioned it. So it might just be that.
It's Chucky's Punch.
It's Chucky's
he
Punch.
He made it himself. So cool. Well, let's jump into a movie that I didn't really think I was going to see at the movies, but we went and saw it, and I think we both enjoyed it.
I liked it a lot.
The other 2 we went with, I think, didn't enjoy it as much.
Probably not as much, yeah.
No.
Because even after we left, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what, I think I like that more than I let on.
The movie we're talking about, Toxic Avenger, the remake. I guess if
remake,
you want to call it a
yeah.
remake.
Yeah. Well, reinterpretation, maybe.
Yeah, reinterpretation. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was going to be... I don't know. I wasn't expecting much out of it. I thought, okay, they're bringing this movie back that hasn't been really known for...
Outside of movie circles, yeah, no one really... If anything, I was just skeptical on how you can remake a trauma movie, because those movies are really just guys back in the day that had $500, wanted to make something and offend some people.
Yeah.
And they did, and they are fun, but I don't think you can replicate that, especially movies back then. You really had to scrap together. If you wanted to do like special effects, it's a very low budget thing. I don't think you can replicate that feeling. So it's interesting how they were going to do that, and I think they nailed it for most of it.
500's being generous.
Yeah, that movie's. It's fun, but man,
It's pretty low
made
budget.
in a
If you haven't
parking
seen the
lot.
original one, you don't really have to see the original one, I don't
No.
think, to watch this. You can still have fun.
You'll get some of the references though, and some of the things that they're poking fun at from the original one, but you don't need to.
You don't need to. The only thing being unrated, I guess I was expecting a little more, and like we talked
Yes.
about, the CGI blood sometimes was kind of
That is
not
one
needed.
thing that I'm very critical of, because
Yeah.
it's, even cheap movies back then, you could get a guy's head to blow up or an arm to come off with practical effects. So it doesn't seem like it should be that hard to do now.
Or get a brush and like flick it on the wall, like that one part that you see
Yeah.
and it didn't need to be. It's like, come on. Like I know you probably added it like post credits. Well, you would have had to, but I mean, I just don't understand.
And
it.
even if it looks cheap, it adds to that kind of movie. Like it's
Yeah.
supposed to be that kind of like underground, low budget movie.
Yeah.
So besides CGI and some other things, it was fun though. It's a fun movie that doesn't really waste any time.
It
getting to
doesn't.
the
I mean, the
meat.
story's pretty basic. The good guy, something happens and then he has to go
It's funny
Take care
too.
of it.
Has
Yeah.
a lot of funny moments. It pokes a lot of fun at a lot of things that are going on now, which
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting. But
That was pretty good. Kevin Bacon was good in it. I
Kevin
thought
Bacon
he
was
pretty funny
great.
in it.
He's a
Yeah.
great slimy guy,
Yeah.
and he reminded me of his character in Super, which you've seen, right?
Yeah,
The
Super,
James
mhm.
James Gunn. That's kind of a trauma movie too,
Yeah.
sort of. Yeah, Kevin Spacey, Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Neither of those other two. Kevin Bacon was really good in it. A lot of the cast was. Peter Dinklage, he voices
yeah.
the character, but it's performed by a stunt woman.
There was a couple times
form.
because I knew about it already. I think if I didn't know about it, it wouldn't have been as bad. But I
Yeah.
kind of noticed sometimes where I was like, yeah, that's not him.
For the most part, he
And
does a
matching
good
it
job
up. I
of
know.
matching it, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few scenes here or there where you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as unrated, maybe some of the, not to spoil anything, but some of the graphic nudity.
The nudity,
maybe.
yeah, and that was only one part, like one.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But if you take that
Yeah.
away, it could have been rated R.
Yeah, there was a few guy getting his arm ripped off, maybe a couple heads getting.
I think the Terrifier ones were probably worse.
They
when it
are
comes to
worse
gore.
for that, yeah.
When it comes to gore, definitely Terrifier,
They're
which
just-
is
yeah.
the same company, right, that distributes them. Screambox.
Yeah,
it's
Screambox, which is like
Screambox.
Bloody Disgusting, right, or whatever.
It's bloody disgusting.
Yeah.
I think they own them.
Yeah. So a good movie. I don't know. It's probably not going to do well just because it was a smaller company, but
It did
hopefully
not
they'll
do
make
well.
some money when it goes to like on demand and
Yeah.
maybe if they do them on Blu-ray. I don't know. Bloody Disgusting
They-
usually does Blu-rays.
They
and
did
stuff
announce
like-
one
yeah,
already.
Yeah.
They announced a 4K if that's your thing.
Yeah,
but-
4K. Maybe they'll do a VHS one like they did with
I'm
Terrifier.
sure they will. I
Yeah.
think it's just harder to market this because Terrifier, it's a slasher about a clown which kind of markets itself.
And it had 2 sequels prior, so then they were
Yeah.
hyping it up for this one to be, the most
This
bloody.
is more of a
Yeah.
comedy one, and it is a property, kind of like you said, that hasn't really been done. You haven't done anything with it for years.
Yeah, other than the cartoon in the 90s, we're talking like 30 years. Even from
Yeah.
that was Toxic Crusaders, but Avenger, I don't know. The sequels, unless they made some sequels in 2000 that I didn't know about, but I don't.
think I never saw past the third one. I think the fourth one, Citizen Toxic, came out in like 2004 or 1.
Okay, so 21 years
About
still even
20
from that,
years.
and you just brought it up. I've never heard of it, so
I haven't seen it because I watched the sequels. I made it through the third one, and I thought that was enough for me.
yeah. So I would say, I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5.
That was me walking out. Then I sat about it. I bumped it up to a 4.
Okay,
So
I could see a 4 too. I was thinking 4, but I was like, that might be.
if you
too
know what
high.
you're getting into, it's
Oh, yeah.
definitely an enjoyable movie.
Yeah, because we laughed at a couple parts, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
I said, the other two
It's
guys,
really
I think I don't know, not sure.
It's,
I'll talk. We haven't really talked to them
Yeah.
about it, so I need to talk to them.
I try to kind of just let the movie. I try not to fault movies for not being what I want them to be.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I wouldn't like anything.
Well, I told you that I
Uh,
used to do that too, going with expectations, and that
Yeah.
would mess it up for me. So now I'm like, not gonna watch trailers, not gonna watch anything about the movie, not gonna watch reviews on it
Yeah.
till I see it, and then
That's
I'll check
probably
out
the best
reviews.
way.
And yeah, because then you're like, because you've had it where people hype up a movie and you go watch it and you're like, this, what, like I don't get it.
Yeah. For me, it's more
Yeah.
content wise. Like
Yeah,
thinking a movie's gonna be a certain thing and then it's not that, and I'm like, I can't really fault the movie for that because
Yeah.
that's not what they wanted to make. That was me making an assumption on what's gonna be.
mm-hmm.
But this, I mean, if you've seen Trauma, if you've seen Toxic Avengers, as far as content, you know what you're gonna get. Like it's
Over the top, and there's some comedy in there, and it doesn't really need to like do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
a
there
fun
to
time.
entertain. It's
an
a
hour and
popcorn
30.
movie. Yeah,
It's fun, short.
yeah.
If it's still in theaters when this comes out, watch it.
Yeah, I know it was limited already, so hopefully
Yeah.
it does well enough to be a little bit, and maybe all of our viewers will go check it out, give it a boost.
Check out support Toxic Avenger.
No, support any movies really
Any
if you
movie
want to go
that's
see
kind of
them.
like any movie that's like indie like that and has limited release. Even if you don't end up liking it, it is if you want to. You always hear people like, oh, Hollywood's out of ideas, Hollywood this and that, and then things like this come out that even though it's a remake, it's a pretty, niche thing.
Yeah.
And then nobody goes to see it, and it's like, well, that's why you only get what you get.
It's exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. So go support movies, especially smaller ones. And that's our review on that one. I don't know if we got anything coming up that we're going to watch. Conjuring, possibly.
I'll watch Conjuring. I like those movies. They are very cozy to me. I don't get scared by them or anything, but they're very comfortable to put on and just relax.
Yeah, they're not.
watch
They're
them.
not. very scary either. They're
I
entertaining.
think that, I mean, if you read about them in real life, they were kind of scumbags.
Yeah.
But the movie version of them, they're a very lovely couple that you want to keep watching. And
you feel for them, yeah.
You do. Go read up on them and you'll see the stark difference between them.
And then when you catch up on Alien Earth, we're definitely going to
seen
talk
up to
about
episode
that.
4,
yes.
but loving it. There's this little guy right here.
Yep. So that'll be coming up too.
Tomorrow I'm going to, tomorrow when this video's out, that's in tomorrow, I'm going to be seeing 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up. Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know, maybe some of you guys will be there. I'm in the pit.
I know there'll be some people that'll be there, yeah, that we know from the shop, I'm sure. So
I'm in the pit, so if you don't see me next episode, I died dead doing what I love. So.
Okay. Well, on that note, episode 40, closing it out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like James always says, make sure you like and subscribe. We are almost at 300. As of today, I think we're at 296. So
let us be at 300 by the time we hit 50.
Yeah, we can get 4 more. Yeah, by the time I hope we can get 4 more by the time we do 10.
Yeah. 10 more.
But if you want us to talk about something, definitely hit comment on there, and then comment on some of the stuff. If you, like I said, the Bucky O'Hare stuff you might want to see on here.
Let us know.
We like the comments, yeah. And also, we're gonna let him know, but Shadow Collector.
Oh yeah,
won the contest.
He won the contest. He counted the number of Pazuzus, and he's gonna get a visit from Captain Howdy's.
Yeah, there's only 7 Pazuzus. So.
7. Yeah.
So congrats to him. And anyway, we'll check you guys out next episode for episode 41. Go back and check out the other videos if you're behind. Catch up. We'll see you next time.